Welcome to a journey into secrets that have slept for thousands of years. Have you ever wondered if beneath this familiar ground there once existed another world? A city that once breathed, once thrived, then was swallowed by jungle and buried by time as if it never existed. Some places were known only to locals, whispered in legend for millennia. Others revealed their strange shapes only from the sky, as if the earth was whispering to the stars. And then, one day, these lost cities rise again from jungles, from deserts, from the silence of history. But the question always remains, are these the works of nature, or the fingerprints of civilizations we forgot? If you stood before the gates of a city with no map, no name, no explanation, would you dare to step inside? That journey begins. In a place once devoured by the Colombian jungle, Teotihuacan, hidden in the jungle where rare plants still survive, lies a city buried by time for centuries. No roads lead there, only winding forest paths that take days on foot. In 1972, treasure hunters discovered strange stone platforms on the mountainside. It was Teyuna, Ciudad Perdida, the lost city of the Tairona. Once home to thousands, built thousands of years ago with stone terraces linked like veins of time. But Ciudad Perdida is not alone. In 1831, British officer Jonathan Forbes, riding through the Sri Lankan jungle, spotted Sigiriya, an ancient tomb rising from a granite rock. Were these places built by human hands? Or are they forgotten messages from the past? Would you dare step into a city with no name, no map? King Kashapa once chose a towering rock in the forest to build his fortress, Sigiriya. To reach the top, one must climb winding stone paths and steep stairs suspended in the air. There lie ancient palaces, frescoes, and the world's oldest terraced gardens, but the mystery deepens. In 2001, deep in China's Xiashui forest, a massive Buddha face was found hidden beneath tree roots, the last remnant of a forgotten giant statue. It is the tallest carved Buddha head on earth, yet few know the name Xiashuiti Buddha. Could the past have left messages, meant only for those who dare to look up? If you saw that face in the wild, would you turn away or step closer? A half-carved stone, then silence for 1,000 years, until Machu Picchu, the ancient Inca city in the Andes, emerged from Peru's misty veil. Perched in a remote sacred location, often hidden in fog, the site radiates mystery. In 1911, American explorer Hiram Bingham and his team surveyed the Urubamba region and documented the site. But years earlier, a local farmer named Agustin Lizarraga had already stepped into its ruins. The city contains temples, stone towers, and sophisticated irrigation systems that defy ancient engineering norms, yet no Inca texts ever mention Machu Picchu. Was it kept secret on purpose, or abandoned in silence before the Spanish arrived? And if you were to climb those ancient steps today, what truth would greet you in the fog? Hidden within desert canyons near the Dead Sea, Petra, once the capital of the ancient Nabatean kingdom, was carved into blood-red stone. Between steep cliffs, temples, tombs, and complex water systems were built in a place where life seemed impossible. But by the 7th century, the city was abandoned. In 1812, Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt rediscovered it and returned it to the world's memory. Years later, in 1876, Charles Montague ventured deep into Arabia and found Hegra, a second Petra, buried beneath burning sand. Why did both cities vanish? Were they meant to be forgotten? If you stood before that stone gate today, would you walk through it or turn away? Hegra, also known as Madain Saleh, was the forgotten sister of Petra. It was the second major city of the Nabateans, with rock-carved tombs made for people of all social ranks, from merchants to soldiers. Thanks to its remote desert location, many of its structures remain astonishingly well preserved. Meanwhile, in Peru, archaeologist Toribio Mejia officially documented the Nazca lines in 1927. But it's possible that Peruvian pilots had spotted them from the sky even earlier. These massive geoglyphs stretch across the desert floor, invisible from the ground, visible only from the air, as if drawn for the heavens to see. Who made them, and why? Could it be that the Earth itself holds messages we've yet to decode? Among hundreds of ancient figures across Peru's highlands, the most iconic is the hummingbird. Though it may actually represent the sacred Andean condor, these massive geoglyphs were crafted with astonishing precision, despite being drawn from the ground. Some show spiral patterns, similar to those found in ancient Amazonian cities. Yet the most mysterious is the astronaut, a towering figure carved into a hillside, origin unknown. The Palpa geoglyphs were first documented in 1926 by archaeologist Julio Cesar Tello, though others may have seen them before. While some designs relate to the Nazca culture, many seem tied to the older Paracas or Topara civilizations. Unlike the Nazca lines, these are often drawn on hillsides, as if meant to speak to the heavens. Who carved them? Could we be staring at a cosmic map we've yet to understand? If you feel, deep down, that something massive is being hidden from humanity, hit that like button, drop your theories in the comments and share this video with someone ready for the truth. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so together we can unlock the secrets buried for thousands of years. There are giant figures etched into the earth, strange shapes, half human, half myth, etched into a Peruvian hillside. The Paracas candelabra can only be fully seen from the sea. Deep in Guatemala's jungle lies Tikal, a Maya city that once thrived 2,500 years ago. In 1848, local officials arrived, but saw only ruins tangled in silence. By 1882, the first photos revealed a buried metropolis. Pyramids, temples, grand plazas overtaken by vines. Tikal was once the political, economic and military heart of the Maya Empire. But then, nature swallowed it whole. No one knew why. Had it never been found, it might have remained just a whisper of legend. Sacred rituals once echoed atop these pyramids. But then, everything vanished. Tikal, one of the greatest Maya cities, stood as a spiritual, political and military center for centuries. Until it was abandoned, suddenly, when the Maya civilization collapsed nearly 1,000 years ago. But in Turkey, another mystery shakes the foundations of human history. Gobekli Tepe, uncovered in 1963 and excavated in 1995, should not exist according to what we thought we knew. Built over 11,000 years ago, before the invention of writing, farming or cities, it challenges every timeline. Massive pillars with unknown symbols and animals. Proof that humans had the skills to create sacred architecture long before we imagined. Who built this place? And why bury it so carefully, only to be found millennia later? Could this site hold the key to a forgotten chapter of human civilization? There are places that seem deliberately buried, as if someone tried to hide the truth for millennia. Karahan Tepe, discovered in 1997 near the more famous Gobekli Tepe, may be even older, perhaps the oldest known settlement ever built. Its massive stone pillars hint at masterful craftsmanship and deep spiritual meaning, possibly linked to ancient rituals and unknown belief systems. But what if this isn't the only story buried in time? Deep within Ecuador's Amazon, there are cities swallowed entirely by the jungle. Due to the dense vegetation and remote access, archaeologists have barely scratched the surface of what lies beneath. Roots twist through ruins. Branches block satellite views. And beneath it all, fragments of a forgotten civilization remain untouched. These are not just places lost in time. They are living riddles, waiting to be unearthed. In 2024, a groundbreaking discovery emerged from Ecuador's western Amazon. Archaeologist Stephen Rostain's team uncovered ruins of ancient cities dating back 1500 talos to 2500 years. An entire forgotten civilization lay buried beneath thick rainforest canopy. Beneath the surface, mysterious structures linked to the ancient Upano culture were revealed. Some theories suggest it was a sacred birthing site for women. Most haunting of all, deep carved stone faces staring silently into the sky. Were they gods? Spirit guides? Amazon still whispers secrets no history book has ever told. Carved into thousands of ancient stones are mysterious symbols, spirals, deities, and mythical creatures that may hold messages from a lost world. Some believe these petroglyphs were used in rituals, or even spiritual maps guiding ancient souls. Across the Amazon and the Americas, similar carvings depict goddesses, birds, or omens of catastrophe. A bold theory suggests these cultures vanished after a massive eruption of the still active Sunken volcano in Ecuador. What secrets does the Amazon still hide, waiting to rewrite everything we thought we knew? Some cities were suddenly abandoned, perhaps by disaster or repeated wildfires that scorched their fate. In Cambodia, the ancient Khmer Empire lay hidden for centuries beneath dense jungle. In 1860, Henri Mouhot rediscovered Angkor Wat, one of the largest religious complexes in the world. Originally built to honor the Hindu god Vishnu, it later transformed into a Buddhist sanctuary. At Ta Prohm, nature reclaims the stone, massive tree roots intertwining with temple walls. Nearby stands Bayon, the last royal temple of Angkor, with serene stone faces gazing in every direction. Hidden in the deep jungles of Belize lies Lamanai, one of the few Maya cities continuously inhabited for over 2,500 years. It vanished into the wild until 1917, when British doctor Thomas Gann stumbled upon its moss-covered temples. Most striking is the Jaguar Temple, with two giant masks believed to guard the ancient city. Meanwhile in Peru, Sacsayhuaman defies logic. Megalithic stones fit perfectly without mortar, unmoved for centuries. Could ancient hands truly craft this? Or is there a deeper force behind it all? What do you believe? Drop a comment and join the discussion. If you feel deep down, that something massive is being hidden from humanity? Hit that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and share this video with someone ready for the truth. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so together we can unlock the secrets buried for thousands of years. It might have been a temple to the goddess Amra, or an ancient military fortress. Spanish chronicler Pedro Sancho de la Hoz first described it in 1533 after arriving in Cusco. Massive stones were perfectly cut and fitted, so tight not even a knife can slip through. Some believe they were shaped at the quarry, then moved and assembled with unknown precision. Far across the Pacific lies Nan Madol, the mysterious capital of the Sodelur dynasty. Built on artificial islands connected by canals, it rises eerily from the ocean's shadow. Some say it's the last remnant of the lost continent of Lemuria. Do you believe in ancient genius or forgotten civilizations? Nicknamed the Venice of the Pacific, Nan Madol is a forgotten city floating above the waves. Artificial islets built from massive basalt stones, linked by mysterious canals. At its peak, thousands are believed to have lived there, surrounded by endless ocean. But the mystery deepens. In 1986, off Yonaguni Island in Japan, divers found a colossal underwater structure. Some call it the Asian Atlantis, with staircases, hallways, and walls carved with stunning precision. Was it man-made or a strange gift of nature? What do you think? And join us in the next chapter of this ancient mystery. Mahabalipuram, the city swallowed by the sea gods. According to Hindu legend, Lord Indra sank 6 of 7 sacred temples, sparing only the shore temple. For centuries, it remained just a myth, until 2004, when a massive tsunami struck India's coastline. As waters receded, ancient ruins emerged from beneath the sands and stones. Archaeologists now believe these are remnants of the lost city of Mahabalipuram. A 1,000-year-old mystery is rising from the deep. Do you believe myths might actually be forgotten history? At Mahabalipuram, temples, carvings, and sculptures whisper ancient secrets. A giant rock, Krishna's butterball, balances impossibly on a slope for millennia. Some say it's a strange natural phenomenon. Others believe it's an intentional feat of lost engineering genius. Despite every effort, no one has moved it. It stays perfectly balanced. Meanwhile, in Ecuador's Andes, the Gualiman pyramids emerge, part of the mysterious Kitukara culture. They resemble Egyptian pyramids, but were built by pre-Incan South Americans. Could these be evidence of a forgotten global architectural knowledge? Since the 1970s, mysterious pyramids in the Andes have surfaced, but remain largely unexcavated. Estimated to be over 2,500 years old, they may have served for elite housing or ancient ceremonies. Massive stone platforms suggest a complex, organized society. In Tibet, Tsaparang rises dramatically on a giant pyramid-shaped rock, lost in time. Once the capital of the Guje kingdom, it holds tunnels and hidden temples carved into stone. In 1624, Portuguese missionaries crossed the Himalayas in search of a lost Christian city. What caused its sudden disappearance? How many secrets are still buried beneath the mountains? Some believe Tsaparang is the legendary Shangri-La, a kingdom of eternal enlightenment. Remote and rugged, it's barely been excavated. Meanwhile, in Turkey, the underground city of Derinkuyu once sheltered up to 200,000 people, 18 levels deep. It was rediscovered in 1963 when someone broke a wall in their living room. Inside were barns, churches, wine cellars, even a complex air circulation system. In Utah, ancient petroglyphs carved into red desert rock hint at long-lost beliefs. Who left these cryptic symbols scattered across the American wilderness? Which ancient site do you think hides the greatest secret? Drop a comment below. In 9 Mile Canyon, 2,000-year-old petroglyphs whisper tales of the ancient Fremont people. Warriors, shamans, even beings that seem not of this earth. Canyonlands host both Fremont and mysterious Anasazi rock art, but at Sego Canyon, giant eyeless humanoids haunt the walls, freaking out archaeologists. Who carved these eerie figures with hollow eyes and stretched limbs? Some believe they depict shamanic visions or alien encounters. Meanwhile, in Egypt's Dendera temple, cryptic carvings still puzzle experts after 200 years. Which site do you think hides a message from beyond? If you feel, deep down, that something massive is being hidden from humanity, hit that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and share this video with someone ready for the truth. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so together we can unlock the secrets buried for thousands of years. From America's canyons to Egypt's temples, from ancient stones to cryptic symbols, all clues point to one haunting question. What if humans weren't the first storytellers on Earth? Could a forgotten civilization, far older than pyramids, have painted, carved, and seen through time itself? Were these symbols a warning, a memory, or a map leading us to a truth we're not yet ready to face? Maybe it's all imagination, but if so, why can't we stop searching? So, what do you think? Who left these marks behind? Leave your thoughts below, because maybe one day, you will crack the ancient code of our kind. If you want to continue discovering untold mysteries, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because the next video might change the way you see the universe.